good thing about you being gone is I can watch the game all day long, and I can stretch my legs out in the bed, extra pillow underneath my head. I don't know why nobody ever told me about the upside of lonely. I got a lot more room for my stuff, and I only have to wash one cup. I can stay up late and play my guitar, and the groceries go twice as far. I don't know why nobody ever told me about the upside of lonely. Your girlfriends ain't ringing the phone off the wall. I never have to hear from that mother-in-law. Ain't cut the grass since the middle of June. I smoke a big cigar up in my living room. Don't know why nobody ever told me about the upside of lonely. Dirty clothes right on the floor. Let the trash pile up right by the door. Eat pizza and ice cream 3 times a day, 'cause I ain't worried about watching my weight. I don't know why nobody ever told me about the upside of lonely. Yeah, man, just think about all the good things about you being gone. Stretch out here at home. Hey, man, come on in. Don't mind the muddy shoes on the white carpet. She ain't here. You hungry? Hey, man, I got some food if you want to eat. I got a microwave oven with little pictures on the front of it. Just pick what you want to eat and push the button, and it will cook it for you. Yeah, man, you can smoke that cigar up here in the kitchen. Just use that vase over there. Need something to drink? We got beer, bourbon, whiskey, scotch, Diet Coke, Fanta. Yeah, man, I bet you've been on the road for a minute. Bathroom's right down the hall. Switches on the left, doors on the right. Just remember to leave the lid up. Leave it up. Well, I'm walking, yes indeed, and I'm talking about you and me, and I'm hoping you'll come back to me. And I'm lonely as I can be, and I'm praying for your well company, and I'm hoping you'll come back to me. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? You gonna run far away and hide. I'm gonna be right by your side. You pretty baby, I would even die. Walking, yes indeed, now I'm talking about how you and me, and I'm hoping you'll come back, and I'm hoping, baby, you'll come back, and I'm hoping you'll come back to me. Hey everybody, welcome to Wednesday night show here. Our YouTube live coming from you. Keeping it swinging, and I hope you guys are swinging out there as well. I'm your host Brian Nova, and I'm so glad to have you here with us. Today's going to be a special day. We got some great videos to show you, some great guests to talk to, and more importantly than all that, great music. So we're going to start off with one of my favorite songs by the great Duke of Ellington. Our little puppy Ellington's namesake. In a mellow tone, feeling fancy free, and I'm not alone. I've got company, everything's okay. The live long day when this mellow song, I can't go wrong. In a mellow tone, that's the way to live. If you mope and grope, something's got to give. Well, just go your way and laugh and play. There's joy unknown in a mellow tone. Middletown. That's the way to live. If you mope and grow, something's gotta give. We'll just go your way and laugh and play. There's joy unknown in the middle of there's joy unknown in the middle of town. Amen to that, I can tell you, in a middle tone. Anyway, it's good to see Doc. Doc Steve's with us. Good to see you, Doc. And, my man Leo Vigil's with us this evening. In fact, I'm looking forward to get a chance to play a little music with Leo this weekend over in beautiful Laguna Niguel. And, Dan, glad to see that the Rockies all activated. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And, of course, John Connors. Good to see you, John. Hey. All right. Goes out to all my Seattle friends out there watching tonight. Now I just found joy. I'm as happy as a baby boy with a brother brand new choo-choo joy. When I met my sweet Lorraine, she's got a pair of eyes that are stronger than the summer skies. When you see them, you realize why I love my sweet Lorraine. Now when it's raining, I don't miss the sun, because it's in my baby's smile. And to think that I'm the lucky one that will lead her down the aisle. Each night I pray that woman will steal her heart away. I can't wait until that lucky day when I marry sweet Lorraine. Now when it's raining, I don't miss the sun, because it's in my baby's smile. And to think that I'm the lucky one that will lead her down the aisle. Each night I pray that no one will steal her heart away. I can't wait until that lucky day when I marry sweet Lorraine. That lucky day when I marry sweet Lorraine. It's a few tunes in the key of G for you. Anyway, folks, several of my favorite songs right there. Of course, that last one was the great Sweet Lorraine, made famous by the one and only Nat King Cole. There's a great story to that, actually. It was actually considered one of the first songs that Nat ever recorded on vocals. And it happened because Nat was really kind of like the king of piano back in his day. He had won umpteen awards, including like Best Pianist and Best Instrumental Group from Downbeat polls for, I think, 5 years running. Won the Esquire Awards, Playboy Awards, all sorts of jazz awards as a pianist. And he was out playing somewhere. Rumor had it was in Idaho somewhere. I'm not surprised. And someone walks up at the piano and says, "Hey, sing Sweet Lorraine." And Nat says, "I don't sing." And the guy put a gun on the piano and says, "Sing Sweet Lorraine." And Nat went, "I just found joy. I'm as happy as a baby boy." And that's where his career started. That's how the rumor goes, at least. That's the way Nat tells it. I think it's a great story. So, a little history about that great song. That's why Nat used to sing it all the time. I want to say hi to everybody up there in Seattle, especially at the Churchill Room on the east side. All you east siders, keeping it real out there. And, of course, on the west side, the one and only Vertigo Room. Vertigo. It's where you go. And all the way down to San Francisco, our pals inside of the Bay Area. We hope everybody down there, including those at the U Club and over at the, you know what I'm talking about, the Wingtip Club. Hope you guys are doing well too as well over there. And of course, down here in sunny California, we have the very last week of the Great Palm Desert Tobacco. They're closing this week after almost over 40 years in the business. So we want to wish our best to Bert his brother Jack, and his father who started it many, many, many years ago. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for all the great times. And, of course, big shout-out to Mike and Kevin over at the Mirage Cigar Lounge right here in lovely Rancho Mirage, California. Who else we got here? We got Brother James. Jim, good to see you. See you tomorrow as well, hopefully. Liz, I'm so glad you're here. I hope Bob's with you. And, oh, yeah, look at that. We got the great Bob Skies joined us here online. And Bob's going to be our guest next week. World-class percussionist, blues harmonica player. Not just blues, all styles. He plays harmonica, vocalist. And engineer at the old record plant, a legendary recording place. And it was Bob's. It's hard to believe. He's also a world-class sailor. So who knows? Maybe we'll get a little talking about boats and such things, because I love boats and I love talking about them. So anyway, we're going to pass off on the guitar for a minute. And I'm going to put on my trusty headphones because my partner in crime, Terry Miller, is here with us. And I'm going to bring, if I can figure out how to do all this, this is me live, folks. So let's see. Terry, is my man Terry out here somewhere? Oh, where has my Terry gone? Let's see. There he is. Hey.
What an intro. Great intro. Thanks.
Hey. Yeah, I just realized I never get a chance to sing to you anymore.
I love that story about Nat King Cole. I've heard that one too, where I mean, he's known as a jazz pianist. Man, he was right up there with Oscar, Art Tatum. I mean, all those cats.
Well, he was more than that. He was Oscar's hero. I mean, that's who Oscar emulated, was Nat King Cole, and you're right. And
who knew, man? Some guy comes up and goes, "Hey, sing a tune," and all of a sudden, holy cow! He's one of those guys.
He is one of those guys.
Yeah. Amazing. You know, my brother worked with his daughter.
Oh, is that right? With Natalie?
He was with Natalie, yeah, before she passed, and a lot of times it can skip a generation, but in that case, it sure didn't. Because could she sing?
She could sing.
She could really, really sing. Yeah, my hat's off to her, and also singers like Monica Mancini, where they'll record the standards and they'll bring in a full symphony orchestra. And that's so rare these days. So
it is very rare these days.
Yeah. If I could afford it, I'd do it.
Dude, me too. I would just have a big band in my backyard. I would just spend my afternoons singing and playing with a big band if I could afford it.
Good, you're good. Well, that's fun about Bob Sky. If I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to ask him next week, but I think he was engineering when Jim Gaines was the chief engineer over at the plant, and they did Huey Lewis and the New Sports album, Huey's biggest record. And I think Bob Sky he may have produced that. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But
hold on to those questions, because we're going to have all those and more for next week with our pal Bob.
Yeah.
And it'll really make things easier rather than just staring at him next week, which is what we do to a lot of our guests.
Is he coming on?
Oh yeah. I told him he had to come on.
Great.
You can't just blow harmonica and leave, man. That's just that's not.
Yeah, he's another one of those guys that does many things and has mastered many things.
He has.
Like a Bob Markison, one of those guys.
See, like a Bob. Yeah, well, there's no such thing as.
He was so fun, man.
Bob was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. We got a little thing from Bob Sky. He says, Jim was a cool client.
He was the janitor.
He was the janitor. All right. I don't believe it for a minute there, Bob, but
no.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, Terry? There's a couple things I wanted to touch on this week while we're here live.
Yes.
I think it's probably no better time than the present. Oh, hey, George Sumner says hello from the Philippines. Hey, George, glad you're with us.
Wow.
It's always good to have folks here from the Philippines. And George,
holy cow!
Hope you're well. Have some chicken adobo for us, will you please? a little pawn
Oh,
set
man.
while you're there.
I want some lumpia. Give me some
There you go.
lumpia, man.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
Does he live there?
I don't know if George lives there or not. We'll have to ask George, see if George is actually living there or not.
Yeah, I
don't
got
know.
to spend a little time in the Philippines and loved every second of it.
Yeah, what were you doing over there, man?
I was taking bands around for the troops for USO and DOD. And,
Is that right?
Yeah, Clark Air Base for 2 months. Where'd we go? Subic Bay, the Paksan. We were all over the place. And then there was a Filipino troop that would come to the States, and I worked with them for about 3-4 years. I De Las Alas and Rosel Nava, Jose Marie Chan, and a group of these kids called the Hunks. They were very hunky, handsome boys. So pretty fun. So I
Sounds like it.
had people yelling Tagalog at me all night. No idea what they were saying. But man, the food was great.
It's probably better that way.
Yeah. It's like, look at that guy. He's son of
Well, listen, I want to, I'd love to, I think it's time we start promoting our Jazz Fest.
Yes.
I guess that's what I've been trying to say here.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's a great idea. Great idea.
Folks, we
Lakedale,
do a
coming up.
Jazz Fest for Terry's kids up in the San Juan Islands, which for those of you that are unfortunately not been up that way, it is this beautiful grouping of islands in the North Bay, north of Puget Sound, going into the Canadian waters in Washington State, and it's spectacular, and it's a big part of my youth. Of course, I spent up there, and not just my youth, throughout my entire life for the most part. And it's a beautiful place. And so with Terry's kids, we go up there and we try to raise money and consciousness and also instruments for the students. Isn't that right, Terry?
We've been pretty successful so far. We got the kids a PA. We got them a lot of horns. We got to do some shows with Fred Radke. And unfortunately, because of COVID, it didn't happen last year. But we're ready to go up there, work with the kids, do clinics with the big band, bring them up. I think Dan Gordon, we've talked him into coming up, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Boy, I sure hope so.
Yeah, man, but the lineup's fantastic, and your audience should know that this was your thing. You put this together, so this is a real big gift for my nonprofit. So,
well, they shouldn't need to know that, because if they don't like it, then it's my fault. So
yeah, and if you don't like it, it's Brian's fault, man. I tell you, that guy, jeez.
What is wrong with that guy?
But it's, I talked to Carl Bruno, the general manager up there, and I said, so, what are bookings like? And he said, well, we're basically booked from now till forever. But if you can possibly get into Lakedale and stay there, is it spectacular.
Even if you can't get into Lakedale, there's a lot of great places on the island that you can stay.
Yeah, right. Yep.
And of course, you'll have access to the festival, and so you get the best of both worlds. Yep. You get to see us, and you get to hear some great music, and you will also get a chance to hang on what has to be one of the prettiest islands. I'll tell you, my two favorite is Friday Harbor, where San Juan is, on San Juan Island, and I love Orcas Island, which is right next door.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. The fun part too is that you fly into Seattle and you can take a seaplane and land in the harbor, which is pretty cool. You can take it's not that much. It's pretty cool.
No, so, it's worth it, folks. So listen, we've got a video that we're going to lay on you guys, and produced by, of course, Terry's kids.
Ta-da!
And gives you a little update on what's going on up there at our festival. So check it out. Just you, just me. Let's find a cozy spot to cuddle and woo. Just us, just we. I've missed an awful lot. My trouble is you. Whoa, gee, what are your charms for? What are my arms for? Use your imagination. Just you, just me. I'll tie a lover's knot around wonderful you. just me. Let's find a cozy spot to cuddle and woo. Just us, just we. I've missed an awful lot. My trouble is you. Whoa, gee, what are your charms for? What are my arms for? Use your imagination, just you, just me. Let's find a cozy spot. I've missed an awful lot. I'll tie a lover's knot around one of you.
Okay, kind of silly. Yeah, I had to throw it in. Sorry.
Boom.
Boom. Hey,
I
can
love
you
it.
do me a favor?
Yes, I can do you a favor.
Okay, so we got Stephanie Porter
Yeah.
and her drummer Steve Usen, and then there was that younger trio. Great trio.
Yes,
And
that was the 200 trio there.
who's that other singer? Greta?
Greta Matassa. Yes. who was
Oh
with
my
us last year.
Lord, man! Is
And
she
she'll be with
coming-
us this year. Yeah, we'll have
Good,
her.
good,
And the
good.
200 trio with Max,
Max,
Holmberg.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Max will be there with
Yeah.
Cole and Greg.
Yeah, they can play, man.
Great, cool trio. And,
absolutely.
We got a great
Yeah, we
lineup.
had who is that pianist? I think it was Greta's pianist that we got to play with last year.
Oh yeah, we had Darren Clendenin last year.
Man, whew, ouch, absolutely
Yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah.
So Lawrence did one. I think Shelly Berg, he's shown interest. He might want to come up and do one. And you had mentioned Jim Pugh.
Jim might come up this year. We're
That
working
would
on
be
getting Jim
that'd
up
be
there.
that would be so fun, man. That'd be really fun. Yeah,
That would be fun.
what a lineup! Another lineup. It's gonna be
Boy.
great.
Who knew, right? Who knew?
Yeah.
I see my
So-
Annie Marge is all the way from Waikiki Beach. Wow, good for you. Marge.
Nice.
Everybody's in
So,
Hawaii.
where else can you stay up there besides Lakedale, the lodge?
Oh my goodness, there's a ton of places. The
Are there-
biggest,
okay.
the biggest resort on San Juan Island is called Roach Harbor, and
Roach
so
Harbor.
You could stay at Roach Harbor Resort.
Is that on the
Massive
north
resort.
north end of the island?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of northish, westish end of the island.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's a storybook. It looks like Cape Cod. Just gorgeous.
Yeah. I mean, I would even tell people to go stay in Orcas. You know, our friends Bob and Liz at Lamson have a beautiful. It looks like, you know, it's gorgeous. It's out of a
Yeah.
picture book. They have cottages for rent over there. There is
Really?
a Rosario Resort on Orcas Island.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places to stay, and they can just hop a 15-minute ferry boat right across. So
Okay.
there's a lot
How,
of
ma-
options.
how many islands are up there that surround Friday Harbor? What? I mean, I know there's
lot.
thousands, but I mean,
Well, there's dozens and dozens of them up there, but
Yeah.
there are 5 that are pretty much in the San Juans, I believe, that are.
so cool, man. So cool. Yeah. It's definitely one of my favorite gigs of the year. It's really fun. And the high school director we had before, unfortunately retired, Cart Nelson.
Oh, Cart,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to hook up with the new ones, and we do have interest. So we're going to be donating some instruments to the middle school this year, and also helping out with the high school special ed department.
Fantastic.
So we're through the help of Michael Shimazaki, our dear friend, has been very
Michael
generous.
Shimazaki, yeah, Mike.
Yeah. He
Yes.
fully outfitted a school down here in Placerville. I mean,
You're kidding me.
Ay, caramba!
No, he's a
That's
good man.
amazing.
He's a very good man. So
That
thank you,
is
Michael.
very, very, very cool.
I don't know if he's watching right now.
I doubt it.
Good.
Hey, no, that's not him. So, yeah, he's not watching.
Okay, well, if
He's
he is
probably
watching,
smoking
I want his
If-
boat.
We all want his boat. Any one of them. He's got,
Yeah,
he's
I
got
was
a
gonna
couple to
say,
pick
which
from.
one? Oh man.
Hey, I've got, speaking of educators, I was kind of going through some stuff here, and I found some real doozies here that I'd like to play. I've got a great video of the great Shelly Berg.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So give it a listen here, folks. It's yours truly and one and only, the world-renowned Shelly Berg. Here we go, boys.
All right.
This is the end of a beautiful friendship. It ended a moment ago. Zoo, this is the end of a beautiful friendship. For I know, 'cause your eyes told me so. We were always like sister and brother. Until tonight, when we looked at each other, that was the end of a beautiful friendship and just the beginning of love. Yeah, Shell. friendship that ended a moment ago. This is the end of a beautiful friendship. For I know your eyes, they told me so. We were always like sister and brother until the night when we looked at each other. That was the end of a beautiful friendship and just the beginning. What was the beginning just the beginning of love. Yeah.
Man, he is so fun.
Oh my goodness,
He is so
gracious.
fun.
He is too much fun.
Man, pure joy coming out of that guy. Man.
It is.
Yeah. It just,
Hey Jim,
it's
better late than never. Good to have Gotham in the house here. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, man. My buddy Paul.
Nice.
Good to have everybody here with us. Man, I'll tell you, having Shelly is just, yeah, he's just something else. I tell you.
He's a special man. Yeah. Yeah, when you play with Shelly, that's why they use the word play. It's what a sandbox. Holy cow. And you can't throw him. One of my favorite things to do with Shelly when I'm around him is I'll say, okay, start at the very top note you got, then start at the very bottom note you got, and run it back all the way, cross hands if you can, but play the one going down in C and the one coming up in C sharp. And he'll do it.
Wow.
You can't stump him. It's frightening. Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, his knowledge.
And I bet he probably really enjoys a challenge like that too.
He does. I've got one kind of fun story is MTT Michael Tilson Thomas, who before he was the conductor with the San Francisco Symphony, was known as, the Rachmaninoff of our time. He is a brilliant classical pianist. And it was so fun because I saw him perform one time, and he's playing this just outrageous piece of music and just killing it. And then Shelly comes in, and he had heard of Shelly, and of course Shelly had heard of him, and he said, "Hey, Shelly, would you like to read down a tune?" Shelly's like, "Yeah, sure." And so it's two pianists at the same piano, and so Shelly sits on the lower end, the bass end, and Michael Tilson Thomas is at the top end, but it's an original. So Shelly he's never seen it. He reads the thing halfway through, and Tilson Thomas is looking at him like I can barely get through this thing. Then, for fun, Shelly gets up, gets off the piano, and shoves Tilson Thomas down to the low end, and he plays the top end, and aces the whole thing. And Tilson Thomas is just like, "Who are you?"
Yeah,
This guy. That guy. So,
I'm
man.
Shelly Berg. Yeah, exactly.
Holy cow, yeah. And educator, and it goes on and on and on. So, very cool. By the way, it's Dan Gordon's birthday. A lot of people don't know that.
That's right. That's right.
It's today.
Unless it's not.
Well, no, it's today. It's June
Is it?
9th. Yeah, it's the truth. I'm not lying. It's today, June 9th.
June 9th.
Yeah. And he's 1 year older than me, so he turned 53 today. So there you go. And I'm not lying.
Well, if that doesn't get him a call, then nothing will.
Look, speaking of Dan Gordon.
It is. I'll tell you whose birthday it is. It is Les Paul's birthday. It was. It is, I guess.
Oh
it's still Les
my
Paul.
gosh.
The great Les Paul.
Yeah.
his
Who was
birthday.
also famous for inventing what?
Many things. Amongst them, he was the first person to introduce multi-tracking to recording.
Yes. That's right.
He was the first person to come up with the Echoplex that did
Really?
reverb on tape. Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
And of course, he developed the guitar named the Les Paul, an
Yeah,
actual playable, solid body guitar, unlike what the earlier versions were like. They're more like surfboards
Yeah.
with strings on them.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know Les Paul? Did you know him?
I met him a couple times. Yeah,
Yeah.
played with him once at what's the name of the place in New York that he used to play? Starts with an I, not Illusion, but there's a club that he held Monday nights there for.
Oh yeah, the IHOP.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah, the IHOP. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Good place. He's off at
Yeah.
the corner.
Exactly.
Yeah, by the South.
Yeah. So speaking of IHOPs, you're right. We have no, not the IHOP. We have some a video with Dan, of course. We do our Cooking with Dan segment each week, and maybe you could tell us What this one is, Terry? Do you
Well,
remember?
this
Just
should
let
be
it
number
fly.
3, and I think he's cooking with rice.
Cooking with rice.
Yes, next week I believe it's pretzels.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
just gonna,
Is there
I
anything?
can't wait.
Yep.
Is there nothing Dan can't do?
Yep.
Well,
I
let's
know.
check it
Well,
out, folks. Here's our weekly segment, Cooking with Dan.
Stop to pick up some ingredients for fried rice. Nothing makes a great fried rice better than a bait, piece of bacon.
Thomas Keller's here doing the same thing.
Cooked without a dip.
Salmon, straight.
Salmon's not really a Floridian fish.
It is not. The king mackerel dip is fantastic.
No, we're just going to put it in fried rice. So.
At the very end.
Salmon.
Salmon,
Okay, let's do that.
get a chunk of that.
Salmon's
And
good.
can I get a reel of 20-pound test? I mean, coil? Plank?
Well, we got 2 snappers, all these fish.
Yeah, the white fish we're going to steam in foil.
Sure.
And that could, if you want to do one slap on the barbecue, you can still steam on the barbecue.
Yeah. We can do barbecue.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can steam out there. That way, I found the sweet spot on this, and we're locked in. And now, I'm going to hit the bouton. Problem is, I'm half blind.
Me too.
Okay. I'm going on the grain setting, even though usually there's a rice. And then we can just hit start. Maybe not. Custom. White rice. There's a
I
setting.
think we're gonna do pink.
All right. White rice.
Do you want me to help with that?
No, I think I found all the right buttons. I'm going starting. It's doing it. So it's going now. The Zavor, the finest of Instapots, is going to make our rice for the fried rice right now. All right.
Ready? Go.
Yeah, however you.
Do the plank.
And you just asked what you want.
Dan, are you gonna need garlic too?
Yeah, I'm going to need quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Right now, I'm taking more. Dan's gonna need a lot of ginger and garlic for the fried rice, so I went to the Kevin's walk-in refrigerator and got some more ginger. So I'm gonna take more of this out.
Uh-oh, what's going on down here?
Fancy cheese.
Well, that's true. You don't. It could be a long day for you cleaning it up again.
We may want one more egg. I got one. We're good.
Any other spices?
No, we're looking really good right now.
There you go. Yeah.
Thanks.
The best thing there.
It's just riveting. I'm in the
I'll
edge
tell
of
you,
my
boy.
seat.
Yeah.
There's just
Once you've
those
seen it,
videos,
You can't
just
unsee it.
action packed.
It is. It's just snap, snap, snap to the next thing. I mean, Folks, I hope you're able to keep up. I know we might have to show it 3 or 4. You probably have to put it in reverse just to kind of catch all the things that Dan was up to there at one time.
Yeah, he shoots those recipe ingredients down pretty quick. Yep.
Skippity skip.
Holy cow! Well, I can't wait for pretzels. That's going to be a big deal.
Oh boy, that'll be one for the ages right there.
Oh yeah. He's a pro. They look pretty good. He learned a lot in Germany.
He did learn a lot.
He must have gone to China too to learn how to make fried rice. Who knows?
Or at least how to crack the eggs open like that, and not have to.
That's a pro. Yeah.
That's what a pro is. And no, Bob, no maracas. I'll tell you, our station's going broke just paying Dan to do these videos. If we had to actually pay a music scale, we.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
There aren't enough PPP loans out there for us to be able to afford Dan.
That is absolutely right. Don't we have a video, or you have a video of him playing maracas?
We've got a couple of them.
Yeah.
We've got one with him when we were doing one of our Cuban tunes, but I don't have it really queued up,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
he gets quite animated. Yeah.
It's something. Maybe we'll have some queued up for next week. We'll have some stuff up there for him.
Well, that would be good, because I remember there was a big argument on how to actually hold the maraca.
Oh yeah, don't get into that with Dan. It's
I know.
stuff.
Yeah, that's a button, man. That's a button.
It's a hot button.
It is. It really is.
And it's much more effective than the hot button on that rice cooker, I can tell you.
Yep. Too fun. Man, I want fried rice.
I kind of do too. I'm kind of thinking
Look.
calling somebody someplace around here and ordering up some fried rice for sure.
Not a bad idea. Cool.
I've got one more video. We have time for one more video, actually. And I'll tell you what I kind of like to do, Ter. You got to meet Jim DiGiulio several times over the years.
Julio Reyes?
Jim DiGiulio, the great bassist that just passed away here about
Yes, I did.
6 weeks ago.
Yep.
And we've been meaning to do some stuff for him. And so we came across a video here at Vivify Studios, and I'd like to play it. It's a fun video. It was filmed. It's not very high quality, folks, but the sound actually isn't bad at all. I think Jim and I must have shot this 6 or 7 years ago at a wonderful theater called the Merc, which is in Temecula, and it's a great place. And Terry, we got to play there. It's a beautiful place. When we get Junior, we'll go out there and do a trio gig.
Love to.
This is just a duo thing with Jimmy, and I know Jim loved Terry, so I thought this might be kind of appropriate time to throw this.
Good man. That was a loss, big loss.
So here's a video with Jimmy and I. Here's one of my favorite songs, written by George and his lovely wife, Ira Gershwin. Bucket of Fish. Well, they're writing songs of love, but not for me. Oh, lucky stars above, but baby, not for me. We'd love to lead the way. I found more clouds of gray than any Russian play could guarantee. I was a fool to fall and get that way. I will last and also like a day. Although I can't dismiss the memory of a kiss. I guess she's not for me. Give it to me. Russian plane, hey, could guarantee I was a fool to get in my own way. I hold the last and also living like a day. Although I can't dismiss the memory of her kiss, I guess she's mine. I guess she's mine. I guess she's not. I guess she's not. What? I guess it's I guess she is not. You can't keep, you ain't got. I guess that she is not.
That is so cool, man.
Jimmy.
There was one of him.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was glad I found some of those. I found a couple. Maybe we'll throw. I'd love to do a little tribute. I know we've lost 3 great legends here in the desert in the last month, as you know, Tara. Jim DiGiulio, Pat Rizzo, and the incomparable Mike Cosley. So we're trying to dig up some stuff for these guys. They got some
Good.
great material out there. We'll play it as we get it.
Yeah.
Well, dude, that's about all I've got for this week. I hate to say it, but I
Shoot.
think we've
All
got a
right.
full show.
Well,
I know.
Bob Sky next week.
We got Bob Sky
Dan-
next week.
Dan cooking pretzels.
Dan cooking pretzels.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get maybe Carl Bruno from
That-
Lake Dale on with us next week.
Yes. That'd be
And he can tell us more about what's going on, what we can do, and
Yeah.
where you can stay maybe on the island.
You know what? That would be good because I'm already getting a few calls. It's like, how can we stay there? And Lake Dale's booked, so they filled it up fast. So
I know. We might have to find a different week to do this thing. Yeah, we've outkicked our coverage definitely here, and
Yeah, we got to rent another island.
yeah, right. Or have to put it on. We'll have to put our festival on a barge or something in Florida.
That's okay. We'll put on one of Mike Shimizaki's boats.
Yeah, maybe just one of his islands out there. We'll figure out
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Yeah.
Terry,
Too
thank
fun.
you so much for joining us this week. It's great fun.
Thanks, Brian.
Great fun. And great fun out there, folks, to everybody that's in keeping it swinging land. We really want to thank you for coming out. Remember, next week we got the great Bob Sky with us. And who knows what else we got in store for next week. It's just always one of those, who knows. Anyway, who else do we need to thank? We need to thank Benedetto Cigars. I wish they made cigars. Benedetto Guitars for as one of our sponsors. And of course, we also have Long Meadow Ranch here. Long Meadow Ranch. Don't forget Ted and Laddie up there if you guys are looking for a place to have a very romantic evening. Think about going up to Farmstead at Long Meadow Ranch. And of course, our Benedetto Guitars. And yeah, that's about what we got going on here, folks. So on behalf of Terry and myself, and of course Ellington the Wonder Dog, remember when things are getting down, things are looking a little rough, just remember just to keep it swinging. Take care.